Ah yes, Hogs of War and the solo mod. This is hands down my favourite way to play Hogs of War, and I'm going to share my thoughts and experiences with you in today's video. So first things first, what is a solo mod in this instance? First showcased on YouTube in 2014 by a username known as PavelWatch, the solo mod in Hogs of War allows you to play the entire campaign, using only one pig from your squadron throughout. This was first brought to light throughout the early days of Hogs on the PC version, which by the way is better than you might think. I mean, just have a look at how many hours of playtime I have. This modded concept, in my opinion, revolutionises the way you play Hogs of War. Having only one pig to use in all 25 missions of the base game brings so much to the scene. It allows you to open your mind up to more advanced rules whilst keeping the intermediate ones in mind. It also allows you to explore more of what the game has to offer if you just happen to be alone. You don't have to wait for the other pigs on your team to take their turns just so you can run again. You know, you can move more quickly and more freely, which helps out in the long run from getting to point A to point B. Something else worth noting is that it allows you to control how you play as you fly solo, and sometimes that can control your destiny and the AI team's destinies too. I mean, you can still choose your career path at the beginning of the campaign, but once you finish the first island, you can then become an elite pig, making the battle much easier as you progress into the second one. Or if you're a madman, you can upgrade as you mean to go, although that can have some adverse consequences. I'm looking at you, good stone. Furthered by the fact that there is no need to wait to use a weapon that you may not necessarily have at the time. But where the solo mod really shines is through two advanced rules that a voluminous amount of players know very little about: weapon management and target priority. Weapon management is a big one, as by the time you get to the likes of mission 19, you have to think very carefully about which weapon to use, when to use it, and where. There are some missions which have you test your core weapon management skills whilst teaching you how to learn the advanced ones. Target priority is also a voluminously advanced rule, again to which a lot of players know very little about, be it from the classic community or the modern one. Target priority, when done correctly and perfectly, can change the mindset of how you play the game. It certainly has done for me, that's for sure. And as a result, it can envision advanced game sense and awareness, which once again, very few Hogs players have those abilities to begin with. And if you wish to go one step farther and talk about completing it 100%, then that's a big one, because completing the solo mod 100% is not easy to say the least. For example, completing missions 21 and 23 can be quite cruel in terms of completion. Moreover, at the end of the base game, if you complete it to 100%, you'll only receive 97 medals overall. So technically, if it ever had its own speedrunning category, then it could become a 97% run, which does bring some interesting ideologies. You may be hinting a bit of bias from me, but I enjoy the thrill of playing as a solo pig. I've had the most fun with it both in and out of the showcase, because in my opinion, solo mods allow you to learn more about the many dangers of what could happen if you did X instead of Y when you play the game normally. There are so many what ifs with the solo mod packs to which I thoroughly enjoy learning about. The bread and butter of the game may be more simplified, but the asset of survival becomes crucially important if you wish to expand your knowledge of the game and progress into godly territories. What can I say? I'm a huge fan of this mod pack concept, and I'd like you to try it too. There are a fair few mod packs that you can play with, one for the PC, one for the PSX fans or PlayStation fans, and one on PC that will combine both the former mods and then expand it even farther. You even get to take on classes in that mod pack that wouldn't normally exist in the original base games, and that one is a true testament to the game's solo campaigns, as it were. But let me know what you guys think of the solo campaigns. Do you like them? Do you hate them? To me, they're a good way of expanding the aforementioned concept explained in today's topic of discussion, and I would encourage every and all Hogs of War player or players to have a go at least one of them. In fact, I have a link to each of them in the description below so that you can try them out for yourselves, and then once you've played them, you can let me know your experiences in the comments. But anyway guys, this is Bobby Ghostly, signing out. I'll see you all again another time.